episode 1 of Umbrella Academy and a theory on Avengers Endgame. Okay, Umbrella Academy. I keep thinking it's called Owl Academy because their masks make me think of owls. Alright, so first of all, there's 2 major plot things that happen without spoiling anything, which I predicted already. I looked into it on Wikipedia, and yeah, it happens. So, some major plot things are very easy to predict. The music is overly hip, and there's never a minute without any music. They take a popular song, a pop song, and they play it for every minute of the whole show. They also use Wes Anderson style music, and they rip off Wes Anderson utterly. They take a part of one of Wes Anderson's movies, The Life Aquatic. Almost, they take the shot. They steal it. And the funny thing is that Wes Anderson only did it once. He did it. He was the first to do it, and he only did it once, and he moved on to other cool ways of directing. Whereas this show is just rehashing. They should be sued for plagiarism. Of course they can't, because they're not taking it completely, but they're totally. It's disgusting. I looked it up on Wikipedia, and the guy, the lead singer of a popular band called My Chemical Romance, actually wrote the show, which is pretty impressive. But it's a terrible show. It's too random. There's just the characters are ridiculous. It's over the top, which is fine, but it's not enough. None of the characters are likable. And you just don't really care about any of them. You don't care what's going to happen. I probably won't be able to finish it because it's pretty boring. It's almost like there's nothing to say. I hesitated to even make a small review about it because it's that blah. I looked it up on IMDb, and it's got 10 out of 10 ratings, which of course makes me think that the film production company paid for the ratings, the good reviews, because it's not good. Unless something crazy awesome happens later on. It's terrible. And it also just shows you how far we've sunk in our pop culture, where maybe it could have been good, but obviously they needed to have whatever's popular. I blame Guardians of the Galaxy. Even they used music well, but ever since Guardians of the Galaxy did that, the use of pop music, everybody's trying to do it now. And it's cheap, and it's not good enough. It doesn't make a show good. So that's about it for that. Now on to the Captain Marvel. Okay. Alright, so my theory for Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, is that Captain Marvel will be the one to deliver the final blow on Thanos. Captain Marvel tells Tony and Steve Rogers and Hulk and Thor that they're stupid. Like, she basically insults them, each of them, one at a time, throughout the whole thing. Maybe all of them at once. That they can't do anything right. She rolls her eyes at them constantly. She makes them do mundane chores while she's doing all the fighting. They all fight each other for the privilege to talk to her, to get to serve her coffee. And she rolls her eyes at them while they're bickering over her. Steve Rogers hits on her and she turns him down. She says, "You wish in your dreams." Tony stutters when he tries to argue with her because she's smarter than him. And he's at a loss for words. Bruce Banner and Thor banter about who she likes better. She was looking at me. No, she wasn't. She was looking at me. She calls them all idiots again because she has hundreds of years of wisdom and they're all like children compared to her. And she's also way more powerful than them, so they're all humbled by her might and her mind. In one scene, she slaps Steve Rogers on the ass and he giggles. She dresses Tony Stark up like a French maid. I don't think this is going to happen. It's a long shot, but she dresses Captain America up in leather lingerie, Hulk in a bikini, Hawkeye like a Vegas peacock, dresses Nick Fury up like a secretary from the 60s. Then Thanos comes and she arm wrestles him while he's wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, and she wins. Thanos cries and begs her not to hurt him, and she puts him in a diaper and gives him a bottle to suck on. I have no excitement for the Captain Marvel movie because of all the gender studies going on. When Kanye West, one of the times when he used the race card, I remember saying, "Come on, Kanye. Don't play all the race cards. There'll be none left for when we really need them." He's going to play all the race cards. And that's exactly what's happening with the gender card, too, because they're playing all the gender cards right now. And then when there is a time when you want to play the gender card, you won't be able to because you've cried wolf enough times. So it's really selfish to thinking of Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters remake. It's selfish of them to try to use the gender card to make Ghostbusters a success when there actually was probably a movie that was discriminated on for having females that very year, that very moment, that didn't get crap because Ghostbusters got to use that gender card. So they're all terrible people.